What's up, beautiful people? My name is Mandy. Did you know the day you were actually born is so precious? It's so unique. It was the day that the universe was like, we can't go on without them. Alright, so today's video, I am going to be talking about the numerology 1, the birthday number 1. The day that we are born has a lot to say about our personality. Now, don't get me wrong, we are definitely multi-dimensional beings. We consist of so many numbers and planets, and it's just, we are multi-dimensional beings, okay? There's more to us than just our birthday number, but some of these traits and characteristics may play a role. If you're born either on the 1st of the month, the 10th of the month, the 19th, or the 28th, this video is for you. Because in numerology, everything breaks down to a single digit, no matter what. No matter how long it is, you take that digit and you break it down to 1. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the number 1. If you were born on the 1st of the month, you are a person who has the gift of ambition. First of all, the number 1 as a whole, for all of the numbers here, because they all reduce to a 1, the energy that influences is that of the sun. It's a fiery element, it's a fiery energy, very masculine energy. Think about that with the sun in astrology. I'm gonna bring astrology into this quite a few times throughout this video. Leo is ruled by the sun in astrology. Leo is a fixed sign. So the energy of the number 1 is you're going to find somebody who is very, very ambitious, very, very fixed and set on their goals. Whatever their passion is, whatever it is that they love with all their being, there's no stopping them. Ones, especially the birthday number 1, they're very, very giving. So selfless. They could just give their last to people and not want anything back in return. Like, ones are super duper generous at times. Leo also rules the heart. So ones of all these energies here are gonna have big, big hearts. They're big, big humanitarians. They love to give. They love to give, you know? They're just very selfless people. Natural problem solvers. Like, they're really, really good. They're really quick on their feet to solve any problems. Yo, if you got a problem, the 1 is going to solve it, okay? If you're looking for any sort of advice, I suggest you get you a 1. They know that they are original, individual, and there's nobody like them. They already know that they're the caca. They already know they're the shit. When I think of the 1 energy, I think of Missy Elliott, because as an artist, look at her. Nobody has been, have you ever seen another Missy? Like, she even said it herself in her songs. She's gonna show you how to do it, show it how it's done. Don't look for another Missy, because there'd be no other one. So as much as they're giving and they can be super selfless, at times ones love to just kind of isolate themselves and cut themselves off from the world. Sometimes you'll see them all active on social media and then they just disappear. It's like, where'd they go? When a 1 withdraws from those around them, they're actually at their best. They're using their minds, they're being very innovative, constantly thinking of ways of bettering themselves, how they can continue to succeed, because a 1 is born to succeed. Like, there's nothing in between. In astrology, the 1st house is the self, so you know, it's all about self for them, self-development, self-learning. With that tendency of them to be able to withdraw from others, they're also not very well at expressing themselves, or should I say emotions. They don't do good with emotions. All that emotional stuff, no, the ones ain't gotta deal with that. They don't got time for it, okay? They tend to detach themselves from certain things, which is not always a good thing. So ones really a lot of the times need to learn how to express themselves, and it's okay to be an emotional, and it's okay to emotionally connect with others. I feel like sometimes ones be like, feelings, gotta go, nope, gotta. Just know ones in their mind don't really need people. If you're in their life, it's because they chose you to be in their life. They don't need you, which in all reality, ones, I'm gonna break it to you, we need people. One thing about ones is ones have that natural gift, see the gifts and talents that others possess. Like, for example, a 1 is no hater. Ones give props where it's due, and that's one thing I definitely know and I've always witnessed with ones, is if they see somebody who is an amazing artist or just anybody just of really good stature and they just do their art so well, ones are just drawn to them, like, just instantly. So if a 1 is giving you some compliments or telling you that, hey, you got something, because trust me, they're not gonna lie. I feel like I'm forgetting the most important thing about the 1. Creativity. Like, come on, it's Leo. So in astrology is the 5th house, and that's the house of creativity, romance. Ones can be romantic too, but that's a whole nother video. If you want to know about dating a 1, comment down below. I could make a whole nother video. It could be very, very creative. They're very much so about the arts, like music. Music is one thing that ones are very, very talented at. It's like a natural talent. Anything to do with spirituality as well. Ones are highly, highly spiritual. Ones learn, or fire learns through action and through example. So with spirituality, being that spiritual warrior, you're going to be able to motivate and inspire so many people just naturally because it's genuinely who you are. Of course, I don't want to focus too much on the negative because we all have negative sides to us. Could be a bit narcissistic, thinking everything does revolve around them. Could also be not so giving and think that when they do give, they got to get something back in return, and that's not always the case. Ones being selfless and giving to others, that's where your blessings are always going to come naturally. Career wise, definitely a spiritual leader or a leader of any kind, like an athlete, a pro athlete. Ones can do anything though, like you can do anything and just kill it, especially musically. You're a phenomenal music artist, just using your creativity and just being your unique self. Talk about the number 10. So if you're born on the 10th day of the month, you already are a 1, but you have that 0 behind you that amplifies all the natural gifts and talents that the 1 possesses. Baby, that 0 just amplifies it to a whole nother notch. 0 in astrology. Y'all know I was gonna go there, right? 0 amplifies everything because in astrology, it's the moon, it's the high intuition, psychic ability. It just guarantees success in life. 1, like I said, 1's already the natural leader, but with the 0, you'll notice people will be more drawn to you because you naturally just give that energy off without even trying. You already possess everything. It just comes to you effortlessly. 10s are super original, just like that 1 quality. They're very original, but they like to show it in the way that they dress. So if you know a 10, for example, my man, he loves to wear like Tommy Hilfiger, or if he doesn't wear like Tommy, he's just like real off-brand, but real conservative, real classy like, and that's the way he dresses. And he has 1 fragrance that he always wears, and that's the fragrance he'll only wear. Okay, that's just him, his unique. And what he loves about that cologne is it's not everybody got it or everybody's wearing it, and they are 100% content with being themselves. And that's what I believe that it drew me to him. Remember I said the natural problem solvers? 10, that's amplified even more. In fact, 10s make phenomenal advisors. Listening, they're very, very good listeners. All 1s are just really, really good listeners. But one thing I want to tell a 10, just because you give great advice, remember 10s, everybody has a journey. Try to avoid being a little too forceful when giving advice. Your drive is, or how you would do things to succeed. Not everybody's gonna be on your level, boo-boo. To the humanitarian part, because homeless people are everywhere, and the part we live in, we don't see them as much. One thing I will say about us, especially him, is when we see a homeless person, we'll always stop at a Subway. We'll always stop wherever, buy them a whole combo, and just give it to them. Is all, you know, something he's gotten me to start doing, and it's just the best feeling ever. My grandma was a 10, she was a Sag, and she was very spiritual. Baby, she didn't play the game. She did not play the radio when it came to spirituality. Spiritual leader, phenomenal spiritual leader, phenomenal leader in just anything they do. It's like I said, with that 0 behind it, since it has a lot to do with the self, you'll notice like some 10s make some really, really good models. I believe Kylie Jenner is actually born on the 10th. She's like July, is she July or August? Oh, I'm lying. She's an August 10th. She's a Leo. Oh wow, just a double whammy of Leo energy there. It's just they would make really great models. They make, like I said, phenomenal advisors. They already possess wealth. They could be already wealthy as we speak, and they could just be spending a lot of their times giving to charities, donating, being just a humanitarian. That was really pretty much it. Like I said, they could be a little selfish and self-centered, also withdrawal too, and not really good in expressing themselves emotionally. And you know, it's kind of like the same thing with the majority of the 1s. If you're born on the 19th day of the month, this right here, baby, is double fire energy. Like, I mean, we already said 1 was sun, so we're gonna learn about the number 9. The 9 in numerology is ruled by Mars. It's fiery energy, it's Aries energy, and it's warrior type energy. Also very, very selfless, more so for the bigger picture and humankind and mankind, just the big humanitarians as well. I feel like 19s are born with this gift of just being the real entrepreneurs, natural born entrepreneurs. These are people who are highly intellectual, very determined to succeed. I know all ones are determined to succeed, but a 19 is determined to succeed at all costs. Like, at all costs. Whatever you throw at a 19, you could throw anything at them. They just gonna be like, they gonna bounce back. They love the challenge. Actually, they kind of it's like they kind of thrive and they thrill off of it. So 19s, they have the drive, the determination to be the first at everything. They want to be the first to succeed. Like, they want to be that person that said, I did that already. Where were you? Not only, like I said, you got fiery energy here. So you got highly competitive people, male, female. Failure is not an option for them. I'm so sorry. It's just not. Have this natural ability to be able to motivate and inspire people. Like, your presence lights up a room. You are a magnet. When you walk in a room, it's just like that respect is instantly given when a 19 walks in the room. It's like, all rise. Which actually 19s make really good judges. They'd be a great judge, historian, anything to do with politics. If you're a 19, baby, you will just gift and that ability to be able to inspire people and motivate people. Like, you are the true freedom fighters. You are the ones who are going to fight for the underdog. I think of Aries all the time. Mars energy, they fight for the underdogs, despises bullies. Like, Aries is the bully of the bullies, someone who's going to fight for the underdog. You got somebody who really truly genuinely just cares. And I think it's just a beautiful thing about 19s. All right, we'll talk about some negatives here. Or you having such high expectations, not only just of yourself, but higher expectations of others. You're always going to be let down. Just know that we're all here perfectly imperfect. I feel like 19s can be so success and so goal driven that they can burn themselves out. Fire signs can burn themselves out. And when a fire sign is burnt out, trust me, it is not beautiful, because I'm somebody who has hella fire in their chart, and when I'm burnt out, it ain't cute. So if you're born on the 28th day of the month, you have the gift of fearlessness, and you have the influence of the 2, which is ruled by the moon, which makes you very diplomatic. You're able to see both sides of a situation because you're able to negotiate. You have that natural gift and that natural ability to be able to communicate and see every side to everybody. So people will be naturally drawn to you. So when it comes to being the natural born entrepreneur, much like the 19, which all ones possess the entrepreneur, I'm just giving a breakdown of the different energies that each one possesses. So for the 2 and the 8, you are that natural born entrepreneur because you have the 2, which is ruled by the moon. With your entrepreneur natural gift abilities, you'll be able to manage the money, the will, and the power. Okay. Also with the 2 and the 8, it makes you one who most likely measures their success and wealth by how much they have in material possessions, how many cars you have, how many homes you have, how much money you have. 28 is definitely focused on being successful. Failure is not an option for them as well. In fact, they don't even want to think about it. They are so focused and driven at times, they can even sometimes come off as bullies or a little bit of dictators in the workplace at times. It's rare, but I'm just saying, just in rare cases. But on the positive side of those things, they can be very inspiring, very empowering. You have a highly intuitive mind that's really quick on the feet. For example, one of my best friends is born on the 28th day of the month. We were at a water park. I think we were like at Aquatica or something. And think about it, as a woman, what is the worst thing that could possibly happen to you at a water park? Your bathing suit breaks. Her bikini bottom, the string, came undone. And we're like in the park. Like, we're not heading into the park. We're in the park where everybody's by their lockers and everybody's putting stuff up. Me, if that was me, everybody in that area would have known that my bikini broke and I would have just been crying in a hot mess. Her? No, not number 28, not the problem solver. This is her reaction. My bathing suit broke. Literally within minutes, seconds, she was able to figure out a way to find a string. Her mom, I think, helped out too, but a little string, and the bathing suit lasted, put it this way, the bathing suit lasted our whole visit through rides and everything else. That's that highly intuitive, quick thinking, very creative too. I can't remember exactly what she did, but what she did was just, I was in awe about it. I really was. So yeah, that's just what came to mind when it comes to 28, and especially a 1, just a problem solver, quick thinker, and didn't freak out. Like when I say didn't freak out at all. Right? And then just to focus on some of the negatives here. As leaders, sometimes they can lack humility and put themselves up on a pedestal, but we all know in order to be a really, truly good leader, a lot of the times we have to accept the fact that we don't know everything and we're not always going to be the best. A little humility helps us a little bit, so just try to keep that in mind a little bit. Sometimes they can tend to put, like, I feel like with that 2 energy, they can tend to put imaginary obstacles up that aren't even really there, and like just create little things and dramas, unnecessary dramas that are really like, basically I guess I would say turning a molehill into a mountain, that sort of thing. Remember, number 28, that you are here to empower and also inspire and motivate other great leaders such as yourself. That is all that I have for the number 1 birthday series. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. That way you are notified when I upload my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.